Creasy, probably not the result we were looking for tonight against Oldham, but were we happy with the performance on the night?
Definitely first half. I thought we were excellent in the first half, especially going forward. We caused them lots and lots of problems. Some really good individual performances. All the forward players played their part. Were really dangerous. We should have scored more than a one. It probably could have been maybe 5-4. We could have been 5-4 up at half time. So really pleased with that. Second half we made a lot of changes. We had Mo and Carl, who were two trialists at centre half, Billy playing right back, Carlton playing left back. But it was just that was the situation we were in tonight, with Harvey missing. Willow played a lot of minutes, but they did okay for 20 minutes. And it's just that Cal was really struggling with his thigh, and unfortunately they wouldn't let us put a player back on. So we were effectively playing with 10 men, and then late on Reece has to come off, so ultimately we're playing with 9. So it was only like that 6-minute spell where we conceded 3 goals, which can happen against the quality of the Oldham. But if we look at the performance when we had our regular players playing, it was a decent performance, a good workout against a really good side. So yeah, lots of positive, but there's some learning messages that we can take from the second half as well. We can't have those spells where we concede 3 goals in 6 minutes, and even last season we had those little spells where we did collapse a little bit. So just a little bit of a warning, but overall I'm pleased with the performance, especially in the first half.
I think it was a bit of a game of two halves, really. I think when you look at the scoreline, it does look like it was very one-sided, but we did hit the crossbar twice. I think collectively going forward we looked really dangerous again. Jack Hazelhurst, plenty of times we were calling at the referee there. He was getting chopped down left, right and centre. And again, it was quite free-flowing from the back. Was that especially pleasing to see, that kind of slick, fast football when it was it was on it, we were going forward, and then when it wasn't on, we were going back and quickly between players as well.
Yeah. I just like the way we mixed it up. Sometimes we'd go long to Sampo, and other times we'd be playing into feet, we'd be playing out wide. To be fair, we went everywhere. We found Shents in little pockets. We got Henners on the overlap. We got Blake's putting quality deliveries in. Everybody was involved. Joe was linking play really well. Cowles. There's some clever interchanging of passes. So it was really pleasing. The way we play going forward. Some real good stuff, and they struggled really to contain us. We were just a little bit open on the counter, and with the pace they've got, and they've got good strikers in Fondop and Reed. They've scored regular at this level. So it was never going to be easy. But we more than matched them. So. Yeah, really pleased with the way we, our combinations, and to be fair, Shents and Joe and Jack, would come in fresh, so fair play to them, and Carlton as well. So it wasn't the same sort of team that we played against Rochdale, but I think it's a little bit easier to make attacking changes than it is to when you start making defensive changes. I think that's when you can get found out.
Looking ahead to Saturday, this time on the road away at Bradford Park Avenue, a place that we're familiar with from seasons gone by. We'll be looking to mix things up there, or sort of, obviously today we did first half, second half 2 teams. We'll be looking to follow that pattern again.
Yeah, we probably will. We'll probably try and get more 90 minutes into players now. Maybe Saturday, and then we've got a game Tuesday, and then I don't think it's been published yet, but we've got City of Liverpool on the Wednesday, so that it'll be 90s. So we'll try and get some 90 minutes into the players, and then we're still looking for that game on the Friday or the Saturday. So yeah, it will get a little bit more settled, where we try and get 90 minutes into players. But what today has done is Jack, and I thought Reece as well. Reece second half, I thought he was a big threat as well. I thought he did really well in the second half. So we've got quite a good few attacking options. We probably need you know, which we talked about, that, you know, we need to strengthen, and we do, and probably in that defensive area we haven't really replaced Scotty, so we need to sort that out. So, you know, it wasn't a shock that, you know, it became difficult second half, but I think, you know, there's certain things we could have done better, and been a little bit more clever and a little bit more streetwise, so that we, you know, we didn't concede like a cluster of goals like we did.
And just a quick word for the fans, just under 900 here tonight, pretty good crowd for a Tuesday night, and the weather was, fair to say, wasn't the best either.
Yeah, we've been so unlucky with the weather. You know, we're working so hard to get the fan zone going, and, you know, we've just not got the weather for it, and it's frustrating. But when we get the weather for it, it's going to be it's going to be a place that's going to be bouncing, and you can see that. So fingers crossed, you know, Tuesday night will be a better night. But fair play, you know, again, just under 1,000, you know, for two games in the really poor weather conditions. So credit to them, and I'm sure they've seen enough in the first half and on Saturday to see that, you know, things are looking pretty good.